So, joining us now, though, head coach Jarrett Von Rosenberg. Coach, I think Jim Curry said it well when he came over a moment ago. He says, that's pretty good considering we were playing with one arm behind our back.
Yeah, it was okay. Disappointing because we had some opportunities regardless of that, and didn't capitalize. Tommy had a rough night from three. I thought we got really good looks, and just some of them didn't look like they had a chance to go in. And then we just went through a stretch, and of like 6 minutes in the second half where we couldn't get a stop for anything. It just makes it really hard. We cut the game down where it's manageable. We had a chance to get back in it, and there's just too many possessions where we had no resistance on the defensive end. And then you give up 22 assists. You're late on a lot of things, a lot of closeouts, and I'll give them credit for doing a good job, having a good game plan offensively. They really attacked our help, knew it was coming, and got the ball out of their hands. And this is not known as an assisted. They're one of the lowest assists per made field goals team, so they did a great job getting prepared for that.
Coach, your guys having fight shorthanded meant that you had 12 minutes out of Casey Uguakazi, and you had another 27 minutes out of Rob Banks, who hadn't played that many all year.
Yeah, you see he played 27 minutes, and in his 27 minutes we were a +5. So that means we're minus 20 in the other 13 minutes, and that kind of goes back to what I was saying, just spurts where we could not get stops and couldn't throw it in the ocean. I thought our guys competed. I really did. Obviously always not making the right play, but this group, came in like we've been talking about, but came in and competed to win. There was no, we were coming in here to win the basketball game, so it's disappointing nonetheless.
Kalen Williams gives you 31. That's probably the quietest 31 points I think I've ever seen, Coach. It's 12 out of 20, 6 of 8 at the fix and feed line. Only one three-pointer in there. Kalen Williams just challenged them all up by the rim.
Yeah, no, he's really efficient from two. And it's funny, he missed I thought one of his easiest 2-point attempts there at the end. He had a really good offensive night. And we only turned the ball over 9 times, and I believe 7 in the first half or 6. So really took care of the ball in the second half. That's why we had a chance to get back in it. But again, they made big shots when we were on our runs and stuff like that. They just kept answering.
You probably already told me some of it, but what did you tell the guys when you went into the locker room after this one? It's a different message than Monday night.
That we're not going to be unsportsmanlike like that last shot is the first thing I said, and I we've gotten a lot of negative publicity, and some of it we should have gotten, some of it I don't think we deserved. And then to come into the next game and have that happen, our guys handled it really well.
Very good. Fair enough, Coach. Holding their bigs, what was the plan, and where did they break it down when they broke it down?
Yeah, they got free a couple times. They maybe didn't. We didn't hold them that much. They shot 100% from the floor. So when they were able to get the ball at the rim, they were good. But we limited their touches. I just think we did a good job. Our players did a good job absorbing. Because we were so small, we put our guard on the 5-man actually, because he was in more of the ball screen action, and then put our forward on 15. It worked in spurts. In the first half, we couldn't stop them in transition. In the second half, we couldn't really, on that stretch, couldn't stop them in the half court or anywhere on the floor. They got free a few times, which they're good players. They're going to do that. And I thought we did a good job of when they had opportunities, especially with zero. Not great from the foul line. Shoot about 100% when they get dunks around the rim. So we did a good job fouling when it was appropriate to not give them an easy bucket but make them earn it.
Coach, your guards rebound so well anyway. Tommy Lewis was the leader today with 6, 4 from Khalik Abdul-Mateen, who's another good rebounder. Banks ended up with 3. But it seemed like rebounding by committee in the early going was really doing a number. You had them out-rebounded at the half.
Yeah, we had them out-rebound until the 10-minute mark when we couldn't get a single stop, so you don't have any defensive rebounding opportunities, and then we started missing some shots when they extended it. But they never got it out of reach, and that's credit to our guys. Keep battling, and we got back into it probably 3 times where it became a 2-3 possession game. put some game pressure on them, but we could never get over the hump. I mean, we had a layup opportunity, we had an offensive rebound that we fumbled when we were down 5. It just like we couldn't make that one play to really make it a one possession, 6 to 4 or something like that. And you need to make those plays. We made a lot of plays, but we just couldn't. They're a good basketball team, so if you don't capitalize when you have the opportunities to, it's not going to go well for you.
Well, you never, for whatever they did, you never let Nicholls really just run away. They had a 7-0 run was their biggest. You matched it with one of your own at 7-0. And, boy, in the early going, the ties, the lead changes all kind of right in there. It looked like we were going to be wire to wire all the way to the end in a tight game.
Yeah, it was competitive, and I appreciate our guys for that. It's easy to lay down what's going on in the roster, but our guys don't do that. They competed, and I do have to give them credit for that. So we got a week of practice now, which is good. Our bye comes last week of the season. So we'll go back, get a chance to get some time off, especially shorthand guys played a lot of minutes, but we'll get to practice, and we'll with this new lineup and roster that we got to play with a couple more games, we got to tweak some stuff and make sure we're all 5 guys on the same page, and then we got to go on the road again, and we got to go try to win one at Houston Christian.
Yep, that game against the Huskies will be just a little bit on the large side too when you start looking at the postseason outlook, Coach.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know I obviously haven't. I know there's a bunch of people jumbled up. We got to win games. I'm not relying or wanting anyone to help us get in.
Oh, sure.
We want to be playing good basketball going into that thing. So we got to focus on figuring out how we can win games and let everything else fall where it does.
All right, Coach. Everybody that was able to play in this game that you got out there came out of it healthy, right?
Yeah, I think we're. We'll get an assessment evaluation. Obviously, we didn't have anybody come off the floor for injury, but. Yeah, we'll get back and get to work.
All right. Well, I'm going to let you do that. Coach, thanks for coming over so soon afterwards. Good luck, and we'll see you in Houston.
You got it. Go Lions.
All right. That's Jarrett Von Rosenberg, ladies and gentlemen.